Drivers to tanker terminals that still say they have supply. Red means no gas, yellow getting low, green some gas still available.
Are you going to be able to tell me when we're going to be able to get gas for some of these stores?
We're in fairly good shape on the unleaded. They were allocating on premium this morning.
Deborah Latham, the owner and company president, thought the crisis would be over by now. And she believes gas supplies are as tight as ever. The weekend, she says, may not help.
Most gasoline is consumed on weekends, and there isn't any more available this weekend than there has been for the past 2 weeks.
With most of us not expected to drop our weekend plans and errands, she's not optimistic.
I'd say by Sunday, every station in town will be, if not out, close to out.
Not everyone agrees with that statement. Exact predictions of how much gas suppliers get and how much consumers will use is unknown. More than once today, Deborah's drivers and others who were told they'd get more supply were turned away.
The allocations roll over at midnight every night, and unfortunately, the industry's not very automated in that respect, so we don't know until we try to attempt to load whether there's gas or not.
Now, obviously, this has been a moving target all week long. Predicting gas supplies, what will or won't happen over the weekend, is impossible. So the advice remains, don't panic, don't top off your tank. One piece of good news, late this afternoon, I learned that the U.S. Department of Transportation extended its emergency declaration. That means tanker drivers can continue to work longer shifts and haul more fuel than normal through at least October 8th.
Thank you, Diana. We've been tracking the number of complaints about gas gouging since the shortage started. And this evening, the state's reporting 1,300 official complaints. Georgia law prevents retailers from selling at unreasonable or egregious prices. It does not prevent a business from raising prices to cover rising costs or due to market forces of supply and demand.
The search for gasoline seemed to hit some desperation levels for drivers in parts of the metro area today. Although the day started with a smattering of stations open in Cobb County, by this evening's rush hour, only few remained with working pumps. Channel 2's Ross Cavett is live in Cobb County, where some drivers found themselves so close, but Ross, yet so far away from a full tank.
Oh, it was painful. We watched stations go down one by one throughout Cobb County today. We're at the Exxon at Johnson Ferry and Roswell, where the pumps are still operating, but the nearest station we can confirm that has any gas is about 7.4 miles away. It would be about a half-hour drive to wait in line at least another half hour. And as some people painfully found out today, when these pumps shut down, there is no warning. Those near the pump had been waiting for nearly 45 minutes when the bad news came down.
We're on out again. We're on out.
They just ran out. The frustration levels went off the charts.
Can't believe it. What did I do wrong in life to deserve this?
It's the most asinine situation, I swear. We have to share our water in a drought with Florida and Alabama. They need to be trucking gas from those states to us here in Atlanta. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Stations with working pumps were beehives of activity all day. As long as the pumps were on, the drivers kept coming. Many told me it was a race against time. They figured if it was bad now, it would be worse over the weekend.
I think that this weekend is going to be probably even drier than it has been the last few days, with people anticipating Monday.
I've been to Covington, I've been to Griffin, gas everywhere. I think that we just, everybody has a half a tank, and instead of just going home and going to work like they should, they go and top off every single day. I think we're causing our own crisis.
We don't know if it's the economy or if it's the storm that caused this mad issue, but we're ready for it to be over.
Man, there is no doubt about that. And I cannot tell you how long that this line, the wait is here at this Exxon. The traffic backup, because it's meshing with the evening rush hour, goes back several miles toward Marietta. I must have been asked 45 times today, how long is this going to last? And like everybody else, I said, I really didn't have a good answer. Live in East Cobb, Ross Cavett, Channel 2 Action News.
Thank you, Ross. Georgia ranks 8th in the nation in the amount of gas we use every day. The latest Department of Transportation figures show Georgia uses nearly 5 billion gallons of gas a year, folks. That's about 13 million gallons a day, which could fill the tanks of about 21% of Georgia's 4 million cars.
You want answers, and coming up live in this hour, we're going to get the state's response from the man who delivers the latest gas news, the man who briefs Governor Perdue every day.
The state of Georgia is watching gas supplies as we head into this weekend.
We are joined live now by Chris Clark, director of the Georgia Environmental Facilities Authority, and he briefs the governor's office every day. Mr. Clark, I understand you have some new information for us you just shared with the governor.
I did, Justin. The update that we gave the governor today was that the production off the Gulf Coast in Texas was up about 10% from yesterday. The Department of Energy today released some emergency crude oil to the refineries. About 50% of the refineries in Texas now are operational. Our pipelines have product flowing through them, though at a reduced rate. But the good news is that the Doraville Tank Farm, which is where the distributors in Georgia and Atlanta go to get the supply, will have deliveries tonight, and they'll have deliveries again tomorrow. So all that, we're not where we need to be yet, but we're improving every day.
Any idea, Chris, on when we will be where we need to be? When are we going to get back to normal?
Javita, that's the million-dollar question. At 50% refineries, every day they're bringing a little bit more online. It's still going to take us 2 to 3, maybe even 4 weeks. EPA gave us a waiver that the Governor Perdue lobbied for earlier this week. That waiver allows us to use a lower quality gas in Atlanta through October 12th. He also earlier today extended the waiver till October 12th that allows our distributors to work longer hours and carry heavier weight. So we're planning, and it's going to take a while. The folks in Atlanta need to continue to conserve, continue to be good stewards, and we just have to work on this, but it will take several more weeks.
All right, Chris Clark, thank you so much for joining us, and people are just going to have to be patient, and that's difficult right now. Thank you.
I hope it all gets back to normal soon.
Drivers are heading into another work week wondering if they'll be able to make it to the office. Gas seems like it's even harder to find. Good afternoon, I'm Anissa Centers. Many of you have called our newsroom demanding answers about the gas shortage. Here's the latest information we have. Many gas stations in Metro Atlanta are closed. The ones that are open have long lines. We've called Governor Perdue's office for comment, but he's in Europe right now. Meantime, county officials are warning drivers who run out of gas, do not call 911. Channel 2 Summer Jackson is live in Cobb County, where one station just ran out of gas again.
That's exactly right, Anissa. I wish I could report something better out here at the QT here on Windy Hill Road in Smyrna. Take a look at this. The pumps are empty. They just put white bags over those pumps a short time ago. They ran out of gas about 30 minutes ago, leaving lots of drivers who were in line here frustrated. And again, now things are empty here. The pumps had been going since 7 o'clock this morning. That was when they had their last delivery. And before that, they had run out of gas around 6 o'clock a.m. So it's just been an up and down day here. But we were able to catch up with folks lucky enough to fill up.
How long have you ladies been waiting for gas?
Today, not too long, about like 5 minutes. We just got here, but...
Hey, sir, you're going to pull in right behind her.
Maybe shorter waits at this QT on Windy Hill Road in Cobb County because of an attendant directing traffic.
We've been looking for gas for 2 days. We've gone, out late last night looking for gas. Either long lines or no stations don't have any at all.
And the gas shortage is taking a toll on drivers' patience, especially as another work week begins.
She's a teacher, and we had to get gas for the week.
Yeah, and I also talked to a lady who said that she didn't go to work yesterday because there was no gas. So this is definitely a sign that drivers don't want to see those white bags over the pumps when the boards show that there are no prices up. Obviously, that shows that there's no gasoline at the station. Again, there's no word on when QT here on Windy Hill Road will have more gasoline. These workers are just standing by and telling people the same thing over and over again. Now, this gas has been going so fast because, like I said before, there was a long line out here since 7 o'clock this morning when that truck made the delivery. Reporting live in Smyrna, Summer Jackson, Channel 2 Action News.
Thank you so much, Summer. We put in a call to the tanker terminal in Doraville today, and the president of Paraguay Petroleum tells us that they're running regular routes out of the facility. Tex Pitfield says supplies are limited, but the company will take care of inventories for their normal stations. He also says it will likely be weeks before things are back to normal. As we mentioned, county officials are warning you, do not call 911 if you run out of gas. Here are more details. Calls about the gas shortage are flooding the 911 system in Douglas County. The Emergency Management Agency says those calls could interfere with real emergencies and that 911 operators have no way of knowing which stations have gas. So don't call.